Alliance Wars season rewards have been updated, which is good news. The bad news is, Cratchit, you're working through Christmas. Yes, we've got to talk about this. So, by the way, by the time this video gets released, I don't know whether Kabam are going to listen. We've got a little bit of kind of like stories. If you're new to the game in the last year, or you don't remember something that happened last year, well, Kabam did a good thing last year. We'll talk about that. So, let's begin with this. As a lot of you know, Alliance Wars Season 45... Is it 45 that we've just finished? Feels like we're ages away from that. I want to say like it's... Oh, it is 45. So this is, 46. 45 is about to end. 46 is coming close to beginning. Sort of. Actually, no, it will kick off. And yes, as I said, the joke, the Christmas Carol joke is... Cratchit, you're working through Christmas. So you are working through Christmas. So look, there are some rewards changes, so that's good news. We always like seeing a bit of good news when it comes to rewards updates, and that's fantastic. We recognise that within the higher tiers of play, movement between different ranks can be difficult, especially towards the end of the season, where players who want to push for higher ranks have difficult time doing it due to the amount of players within their respective placement. To combat this, to incentivise players who want to push their alliance teams to the limits, we have increased the ranks within Platinum and Gold to give players a chance to push themselves within the Alliance War experience. So with the new tier tier changes, Platinum has been expanded to this. Because Platinum at the moment is, we've done very... When I joined the Alliance that I'm in now, we were Gold... We were either Gold 2 or Gold 1, and we do quite well to at least be at Platinum... Platinum 4, I think it is. I think we ended in, Platinum 4. But, however, we come very close to getting into Platinum 3. And the same thing was with the previous Alliance, was it? We always felt like we were getting constant Platinum 3s, constant Platinum 4s, and we were always kind of like just close out of getting Platinum 3. And that's that kind of like stagnation that can be just quite annoying. I mean, look, it just has less stress and less hassle with it. But at the end of the day, it kind of feels like meh. But on the plus side, now, under this new scheme, for the same amount of effort as we do now, if we're able to achieve what we're able to achieve, we'll be Platinum 3. Which, look, it is what it is. Funny enough, like, times we've finished it, we've finished maybe close to what would be the new Platinum 2, which is even better. And this could be a real benefit to players, and I want to say this is good news. This is really good news. Even more so when you look at other elements of changes. So, as Kabam say, and with a tier shaker, we'll see reward updates as well. The game moves fast, and to allow Alliance Wars to be one of the premium modes to get your rank up materials from, we have injected some facelifts to the reward structure to accommodate the new tiers added into both Platinum and Gold, listed by tier. Here are the new items we're injecting into the tiers. So there's 3x 6-star Nexus crystals up from 2, which, to be honest, for Masters, I don't think Masters 1 to 3 is not going to make much of a difference to them, because these particular players are not really going to be hunting these things. They're going to be hunting your 7 stars, your tier 6 class catalysts. So there's going to be some kind of like kickback to that. But on a plus side, extending to Masters 4 and 5, the better rewards is going to mean for like more incentivization for top alliances. Although I am hearing a lot of matchmaking based kind of like criticism when it comes to the structure of Alliance Wars. Maybe that's something we'll cover in another video. From a Platinum perspective, you're seeing 2,000 Titan Hero Crystal Shards, 5,000 7-star Hero Crystal Shards, up from 4,000. Interesting. 25% Tier 6 class Catalyst Crystals, up from 12. 2 6-star class Nexus Crystals, up from 1. And of course, there's more. I'm not going to read them all out. But, for me personally, like, I'll fall into the Platinum 3, which sees me kind of like gain, 2,000 more 7-star shards, 8 Tier 6 class Catalyst Crystals, 1 more Tier 6, 6-star Nexus Crystal, and a lot more Tier 3 Alpha Shards, which, okay, fantastic. That's good. There's even a Platinum 5 that's been added. So look, there's going to be an opportunity for people to make gains. Sadly, this is another situation of it's occupational hazard. It's kind of like it had to be done. This always has to be done. If you're putting in Valiant, you're putting in things like Necropolis and kind of like big kind of end game push based content, then it's going to be like everything has to rise with it. It will come a point in the next month. It doesn't feel so much pressure now, but it's starting to build. As I've said, you will feel like you have to do Necropolis if you're at a certain point in the game. And it's mainly because it's the only opportunity to get rank 3 7 stars and some of the things that are there. Why? Well, because the game is moving on, and if you're a free-to-play player, you're gonna have to do it, which is sad to be forced down that route, but it is a route you will have to go down in order to compete. It's definitely something that I've had to, say to myself that thankfully I didn't go ham on Cyber Weekend deals, because I had to focus on getting the units, revives, and health potions to push this month for 100%ing Necropolis, or by early January, because I will fall out of the meta of what the top end of a free-to-play player is. So it's the same thing that Brian Grant and a lot of other free-to-play MCOC YouTubers and players have to contend with. But in any case, moving on. And also gold is getting some boosts as well to stuff that gains it. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check this out. There's more per fight and loyalty tweaks. So yeah, that's going to see some kind of improvement there with the volume of 6-star shards and 7-star shards kind of added or going up. So that's kind of again, very good. Loyalty wise, I assume that's going up percentile. So yeah, I guess there's going to be lots of buffs, improvements to things when it comes to those elements. So yeah, loads of stuff. Fixing the Alliance solo event. Ever since we introduced the Alliance for persistent placement phase, there were some teething issues. Okay. Points back in the Alliance players. Okay, so there's more kind of fundamentals. There's attack tactics, defense tactics. Go and check it out in the link in the description. I'm not going to read through all of it because there's a part 2 to this. As I said, we want to get to the other thing, and this is really important. Now, last year, I'm going to go back in time and then forward in time. So back in time, if anybody remembers, back to Season 39 changelog, which had the 2022 December, information, Season 39, and the off season was extended by 2 weeks. This meant that December 7th, 2022 was when the preseason began, but the season didn't kick off until January 4th. This is what was at the time the community just said, look, can we have some time off from the game? People don't understand. And as I said, if you take a week off from this game, you feel it. If you take a month off, you really feel it. And if you take an extended time off, like the last time I took a big long break away from the game was September 2019 before I went to New York Comic Con, right? And that wasn't as bad. If you take a month off nowadays, it is felt. I took a week off, I think, from playing the game and just did AQ and Alliance-based stuff. Oh, I felt it. So it's better that we have this kind of extended period, at least to kind of go, right, let's have a bit of off season. Sadly, you have to do Alliance Wars. Why do you have to do it? Well, if you've seen the announcement on, where is it? I think I had the announcement somewhere. I think it's, we'll find it. Within one of the solo events, you have to do Alliance Wars, which is a bit of a bugbear. It means that you have to do the off-season, which if you were thinking of as an Alliance, you were like, okay, well, we'll take a bit of a break from it. You actually have to do it. Yes, you can do AQ, but... or you could do Battlegrounds, so maybe I'm wrong in saying that. But, if for whatever reason you don't like Battlegrounds, well, you have to do AQ. Yeah, but maybe we don't do AQ and our Alliance just does Alliance Wars. Well, you have to do Alliance Wars. There's always going to be pitfalls to it. I mean, look, you could do incursions, but the less amount of points is there. The higher amount of points from getting for defeating a 7-star or 6-star opponent is an Alliance Wars. So, look, you theoretically have to do it, but I'm sure you'll probably be able to do it through AQ normally. But in any case, there is an option, of course, to do that. Maybe I'm kind of coming across wrong with it. But it is there as a thing. You would have to do Alliance Wars to get points. Because points mean prizes. Of course they do. In any case, it is something that, there's a couple of threads started. I'll put a link in the description from people that were, looking to not have a war. Like, it would be good to kind of like not have a season start during it. So not having a holiday break. So as Rusty O'Neill says, Rusty O'Neill, for the past 2 years, Alliance Wars was extended 2 weeks and started right after the holidays. This year, the first 3 matches are starting over the holiday weekend when people will be traveling and spending time with family. Was this always the case before the past 2 years? I think, like Kabam, War on New Year's Day is monstrous. Oh man, I plan to get absolutely rat-assed on New Year's Eve. So it's a no from me, and especially going into like the oh no, it's annoying. I'm gonna have to focus in. I'm gonna have to focus in on my kind of like grind when it comes to like MCOC during the holiday period, because I want to do Necropolis, but I don't want to do it like half cut. And no, that would not mean for good content, because it's a waste of revives and being free to play. I can't really joke around with it, because, you know, once those revives are gone, I'll have to refarm them. If I'm stuck in Necropolis, it'll take ages to do it, and I will have to just blast through units, which I don't want to do. Like that. I won't be fit to play. Hangover plus have no time because of family gatherings. Yeah, it's like you've got to spend time. Like this weekend, I'm going to see my grandparents. Like, I will not get many opportunities in my life to spend time with my grandparents, and I can't let this game kind of like take my life away. I'm already saying to myself that I might be considering what I cover on the channel, well, maybe both channels, maybe do like, we'll cover the game because of GTA 6 in 2 years time. Yes, that's 2 years away, but you've got to forward plan these things. Like GTA 6, man, I won't. GTA 5 was pre MCOC, and like this is going to be just such a once in a lifetime type thing, which I know is a bit of a weird thing for gaming, but yeah, like, anyway, that's another story for another day. But as you know, this game takes your life. Nice to have a break, you know. But yeah, hopefully Kabam consider this. But you know, as they've done in past times, to look at the holiday period and go, okay, well look, we did it in 2022. They may have done it in 2021. I don't know, but I definitely know they did it in 2022. We've got evidence right here of that one. So yeah, fingers crossed that they end up doing it, and they end up kind of like putting in an extended. And by the time this video goes out, they may have done that. If not, we'll cover it in the MCN tomorrow. Although I'm just about to record the MCN. This was going to be a story in the MCN for tomorrow, for Wednesday, but I kind of felt like we had too much to cover this, and we're about 12 minutes in now, so I want to kind of like stop there. What do you think? Do you think this should stop over the Christmas period and we should kick it off in the new year? Also, I didn't get to the shops in time to get some batteries for some of the lights, and I need to sort out the background here. But it's shaping up, isn't it? It's shaping up. It's looking very festive, and that's the spirit, festive spirit. Thanks for watching, and make sure to lock in tomorrow. We've got lots of stuff to cover. Check out some other content. I'll see you soon. Much love. Goodbye.